everybody, and welcome back to the People's Choice Poll, the only podcast on the internet with the acronym PCP, and the only subsection of Visit Kino where the fans get to vote for what movie we review, other than the Velma Fan Club podcast, so really not that exclusive at all. I am Simian Jimmy, joined today by the Weekend Warrior!
Hey guys, we're gonna talk about one of my favorite characters in fiction, Mr. Shrek himself.
Oh, not the gingerbread man.
Oh no. Oh,
no.
Not him! Oh!
He didn't like seeing his whole life flash before his eyes in this movie, which honestly would have made for a better film. We've also got
on the third
Florian Himzel.
We've delayed this a few times, so when did this happen again? When did he flash his eye again?
When
he's being like tortured or something.
Yeah, wow, you guys have not seen this movie in a hot minute, huh? That might be my bad.
It happens all the time, though. He gets tortured every time, right?
I guess he's tortured in the first one for sure.
Yeah.
E-Rich, is it safe to say that Game Squid Florian is a bit of a fairy tale creature?
Wow. A bit of a fairy, if you ask me.
What? Slander.
Wow, slander. He's offended at the notion.
It's E-Rich, enemy of the people.
It would never happen.
This episode has made me an enemy of the people. I fucking hate you people who voted for Shrek.
You cannot say, no, this is not worse than the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies by any means.
Well, of course it is. What are you kidding?
Fuck you.
I mean, in some ways, I think it is.
No way! You're fucking insane! Well, let's hear it, E-Rich. Let's hear it.
Look, the Hobbit movies have Ian McKellen in them. Like, I think there's actors and performances in that movie that work, and I think everyone in this movie just does not want to be doing this anymore. Except maybe Eddie Murphy. I get the sense that Eddie Murphy is, like, down for whatever at this point. But, like, Mike Myers and Cameron Diaz and basically all of the main cast just do not sound like they were up to do another Shrek movie.
Hey, I'll take a bland, mediocre, overly simplified Shrek romp that takes place entirely in one day of a story over like 3 hours of like brutality against my senses that I got from the Hobbit movie.
All right.
You know, would you rather eat like a cracker or a piece of shit?
How is this movie a cracker? You're insane.
Because it's so bland. Like, it's just a nothing of a film. It's not even offensive to me. It might as well not exist.
I mean, it's like entirely nonsensical in every way.
Yeah, I wanted to read something from Florian's Letterboxd review that it made me laugh. Like, this was his criticism of Shrek the Third out of all the things. Let's see, where exactly? Okay, it starts off with... God damn it, why is your review so long? I can't find what I wanted to read. And what's with the medieval high school? It's so out of place it hurts. The Middle Ages quite explicitly didn't have modern education. That is one of the main things holding them back. Now, to criticize a Shrek movie for not staying true to what was happening in the Middle Ages just seems odd to me, considering in the first movie they go to an amusement park. There's a whole city based on Hollywood.
Are you familiar with the first Shrek movies at all? They could have an amusement park in the fucking Middle Ages.
Dude, nothing about making a Hollywood or making an amusement park would be a leap in technology. Okay, if you build a high school,
an amusement park's not a leap in technology compared to a school.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
This is supposed to be fucking Shrek. What the fuck?
But Florian, I will not interrupt with my monkey rage. I want to hear you elaborate on this.
Well, I mean, I wrote more, didn't I?
You want me to just read your whole fucking review? I know, unrealistic, who cares? Well, I care. It sucks. It wasn't even funny. Why did they do this? How did they write this into the script? Did they just try to shit out the dumbest thing that doesn't make sense possible? Well, guess they succeeded at that. Is that what you wanted me to read?
Yeah, I mean, that clearly clears it all up. Well, I mean, I guess
think we can end the
whole...
episode here.
Yep. It's not Kino. Tune in next time for Shrek 4.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Hollywood isn't the best, but I mean, I don't know. That high school was like uniquely terrible to me. What did you guys actually like it?
I didn't really like it, but it wasn't like offensive to me.
It's not like destroying the world building of the Shrek universe that there's a school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
It just has like modern tropes. Oh god, yeah. I mean, I guess. I guess.
In Shrek 2, there's a cops parody, and it's the funniest scene in the movie.
Every movie in these Shrek movies is very like aware of modern culture and is winking at you and using the fairy tale like land through the lens of current culture. Like that's what it's doing.
I swear that wait, what was the like everything in the first movie made perfect sense. Okay, you had Lord Farquaad, and he had realistic castle shit. You know, it was perfect. But now he's just putting on a play, and they're in the high school, and that's like all there is to it. Yeah, okay, fine. I don't know.
I mean, your instinct to dislike the film is correct. I just think you're struggling to have a real reason.
It's just for the wrong reasons. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think the high school is an all-time low. Like, Jesus Christ, these jokes are just so bad.
I think, by and large, the movie's jokes do not land nearly as, like, big as they should, considering the other two movies, I think, hold up pretty good. I did not go and rewatch them for this, but I grew up watching those first two movies. I had the fucking first Shrek CD that I listened to constantly. I just think those are, like, some really funny, well-told movies. And maybe the second one's not as good. I don't fucking remember which one's better. But like when I watched this movie, the third one, I did not go to a theater. It was a couple years afterwards. I think I had like grown up enough that I wasn't going to go see a Shrek movie in theaters at that time. And when I saw it on DVD or something, I just nothing. Like it's as if nothing is happening in front of my face. And I'm expected in an hour and a half to like take something from that. And I get frustrated because I had those other two movies and I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Why does no one want to be here? Why am I even watching this? What am I doing to myself?
Yeah, I'm in your boat kind of, E-Rich, where I love the first two movies, seen them both probably 20, 30 times. I guess at the age of 12, I thought I was too mature to see Shrek 3 in theaters. I don't know the deal with that, because I still watch cartoons to this day, so I don't know why I skipped this one. But I saw it for the first time for this podcast, and
For this podcast! Wow.
I could have sworn I mentioned that during The Hobbit.
That's pretty lucky. I guess you had like one of those Final Destination like flash forwards, and you're like, oh no, things are gonna be really.
I knew better to avoid it. Yeah. We haven't heard much from you yet.
Ruined.
Give me your take on Shrek 3.
Well, I didn't hate it, guys. Unlike most of the people on the panel, I didn't hate it.
Hey, I've
But
got
it's
it
like,
at a mid score, just like you.
Yeah, it's like it's like if they ended it here, I would have been fine with Shrek. It ended mid, but it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. So
Right, it's not like so bad it's offensive to the palate. It is just bland.
It's like nothing. I do agree with you.
That almost makes it worse, though. Like, I would rather like hate on something and be like excited about hating on it, or have something that makes me mad. This is just so bland. It's like someone fucking served you white rice and fucking just that, and being like, "Oh, this is a funny."
That's a weird thing to say to Weekend Warrior, E-Rich, but go off, I guess.
Right.
That's all they can afford over there.
Jesus, man.
No, us, water Mexicans like our rice. So.
Yep, just rice, nothing else. That's what E-Rich really hates.
I guess I think I do get it, E-Rich. Like if everything ended with Shrek 2, right? That would be peak. But the I think they wanted to see if they could milk this franchise dry. Maybe that's why let's make a third one, I guess.
Well, the next one's definitely good again, so that's probably fine.
I have not watched the fourth one.
Me neither.
Never seen
but I will be putting it on the poll at the end of this episode, so maybe next month we'll all get a chance.
Why would you do that?
I wonder what will win. Oh boy.
I wonder what will win.
I wonder.
That's a lot of W's in a row for Florian to try to tackle. I wanted to say
a parody of myself. Yeah.
Basically, my impression of Shrek 3 was it's like season 9 of a once popular sitcom where all the original writers are gone and all of the characters have been flanderized to like just like their one obvious joke, and they're not really fleshing anybody out or giving them new characterization. Like all the jokes with Pinocchio and Gingerbread Man in the first 2 Shrek movies, they work because they're constantly reinventing it and doing new things with it. This one, it's just, we know the joke.
Repeating the same thing.
Yeah, they're not adding anything new to it. It's just a watered down version of a joke we've seen 2 movies full of.
And did the music in this movie really bother anyone? It seems like the most like milquetoast, like just what's on the radio, we'll just throw that into the movie. Like,
you miss Smash Mouth and Counting Crows.
I guess that's what I'm saying, is that like people make fun of Smash Mouth. People make fun of like All Star being like the Shrek song, but like I don't
it's
know.
iconic.
Music like imbued it. It is iconic,
great.
and it imbued it with a certain spirit and style. And when I see the like really just shitty attempt to do that in this movie, I'm just like, what the fuck? I think they should have like aborted this movie. They should have like realized what they were making did not have any juice anymore, and they should have just like pulled the plug.
Yeah, there's a scene. Go ahead, Weekend.
I think you hated the scene in the gym where they play the rock star bit, right?
Yeah.
And there's also the scene about 2/3 in that's supposed to be the low point, and like Fiona's in prison, and they're playing. It's sort of supposed to be like the Hallelujah song from the first movie, but there's just no emotional resonance to what's happening at all. It's just completely forced and phony.
They're just going through the motions. That's all this movie is. It's just, what could we do previously on Shrek? What can we just redo again to, I don't know, sell tickets?
Yeah, in my Letterboxd review, I said this is basically DreamWorks' version of a straight-to-DVD Disney sequel where the villain just comes back and to get revenge, and then it's taken care of by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. And like, in the second one, Prince Charming or whatever, he was like a minion, kind of like the fairy or whatever was the main.
He kept saying banana. He stole a plane at one point. He was just a minion.
Yeah, he was a minion in that way. In this movie, he's the main villain, and I think that's a huge problem for this movie because he just has no. I don't know. He's not fun as a villain to me. He's really like a fop.
Well, they
idiot.
specifically didn't even try. Like they really did just go with the one character trait he likes to put on plays, and then he's like, "Oh man, this play I put on is not good." And then he goes to the villains, "Hey, I'm gonna put on a play. You guys want to be in it?" And then in the end, he's like, "I took over the kingdom so I can put on a play." Like, Jesus, really? Fuck, that's so stupid, it hurts.
Well, to some extent, Prince Charming is a good foil to the Shrek character, but they just did it better in the previous film. Like, Shrek rejects the crown. He does not want to be king. Prince Charming does. Prince Charming's the handsome human, Shrek's the ugly ogre. And really, his superpower, Prince Charming, is in the name. He's charming. He's able to convince this bar full of villains to join him and to be his subordinates. Whereas Shrek is struggling to have anybody on his side throughout most of the film, other than his loyal lackeys who already has. But they just did not play up this foil enough to make it interesting or thematically relevant. It's very much just, this is Saturday morning cartoon, and we wrote this in an afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
But then the villains just turn on him when they hear a better speech from Pinocchio. Like, really? Wow, you didn't think about it, huh? Like, he just tells you, you don't have to be bad. Oh, we don't have to be bad. Wow. What a
Florian, I understand your rage, but I'm gonna correct you. That's not Pinocchio that made the speech at the end. That's
fuck, you're right. It's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it was Artie.
Fuck.
It's Harry Potter, yeah.
Wait, that was Daniel Radcliffe?
Holy shit.
Daniel Radcliffe. It was fucking Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that was Justin Timberlake.
Why'd you say Harry Potter, motherfucker?
Because he plays like the outcast as if he was Harry Potter in the high school.
Did you guys catch that Jim from The Office was playing Lancelot?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Damn.
that's talk about a sitcom that goes to shit.
That That whole sequence was my personal low point because this is not my anime King Arthur girl. This is Lancelot with the critical hit saber clash. Shut the fuck up, guys. Like this is like, yeah, let's skip this. Merlin
Do you
sucks.
Do you watch Fate?
No, I play like
Clearly.
Fate Grand Order.
You
So
play?
play?
Fate? Okay. All right.
yeah, I'm what they call a degenerate weeaboo whale. So
I didn't even know they had games. Damn.
nah. You know, I think I'll recommend Samurai Remnant, but not the gacha one because that's just gambling with anime characters. So.
Weird. Yeah, didn't even watch the thing it's based on. Weird.
I want to break down why I think the first two Shrek movies work and what this one is lacking. So
right.
basically, Shrek 1 is a libertarian masterpiece about a man who will fight tooth and nail to stop refugees and immigrants from moving into his neighborhood. And it shows that these refugees and immigrants are like destroying the peace and fucking up all his property. So like Shrek is completely justified, and that's why the movie works. Shrek 2 is about the horror and dread of meeting your in-laws and revealing to them that you've brought their daughter down to your degenerate level, and like having to put up with that shame and being rejected by them, but then ultimately winning them over. Shrek 3, like, it's about Shrek not wanting to be the fucking king, and I guess also a subplot about he got Fiona pregnant.
Yeah, it's a refusal of the call. Like,
yeah, so we go from two things
everything.
two stories I can personally relate to pregnancy and not wanting to be king. The exact opposite of things I would want to live. So fuck Shrek 3. The character has been ruined.
Well, you don't think it's relatable that your girlfriend is pregnant and now you have a real problem?
Not for me, because she takes the pill. Give her the fucking fairy potion pill or something, dude.
Well, she clearly wanted the babies.
Yeah.
Skill issue on Shrek's part. Like,
Yeah, pull out,
we could've
dude.
Talked about it.
Get that ogre juice all over her stomach.
Family planning, have the medieval equivalent of a fucking condom. Like I read somewhere or I heard it on a fucking TV show. They had like what sheep intestines were the condoms before.
Yeah, and we've seen Shrek, and he's very resourceful. He can turn like earwax into a candle. Surely he can take a sheepskin and put it on his cock. Like, come on.
Wrap it up, Shrek. Wrap it up.
That's right.
I mean, like, he's not even making any damn sense, because if you're gonna have children, then wouldn't it be best to be king? Then you can just, like, send the kids away to be tutored by the best minds of the kingdom, and you hardly have to do any work. Wouldn't that be ideal for raising a family? But no, he just wants to go back to the swamp, and he doesn't even want the kids.
When he's filling in for the king, his responsibilities include like knighting somebody, and he accidentally kills the knight. He has to christen a ship, and he accidentally sinks and kills everybody on the ship. Like, he's just accidentally killing people, but there's no consequences. This should be Shrek's ideal life, is no matter what he does, he never faces any persecution.
Just murders everyone.
Like, it's like a full arc from everybody wants to kill him at the beginning of Shrek 1 to I'm the king and I could do anything I want. That should have been the end of the movie, as he's crowned king.
He could be just as bad as Lord Farquaad, and nobody stops him.
Well, he's not malicious, though. He's just clumsy, which is why it's funny.
Well, I mean, I didn't enjoy that part at all, and I think it's just supposed to be pure comedy, because I think they probably would either hold him accountable, or I guess it turned out that nobody actually died, because I don't think they have the balls to let those deaths count, okay? So I'm very disappointed at that part of the movie, for sure.
You would have laughed harder if they cut to like a funeral for all the people on the ship that Shrek killed.
Yeah, and then he has to hold a speech, and he kills some more people.
Yes! See, that would have been actually pretty funny.
Yeah. It's just bizarre. I guess I like when the king died. I thought that was like the least cringy jokes, where he's like a frog and he gets to fly.
But it goes on too long. Like, I swear that joke goes on for 4 minutes long.
It's really bad.
Like, come on.
And it's the least horrible stuff in the movie.
Did you like it when Shrek was trying to relate to Arthur and he spoke in Ebonics for a full minute?
No.
Oh.
Lame.
Yeah.
So lame.
For 2007, like, even that was outdated. They did that shit in the fucking Airplane movie.
Wow.
It was funny back then.
I mean, I didn't enjoy that one too.
You don't like
much, but I
Shrek
guess-
saying whack, tripping, groove, all these hip words that the kids are saying?
Look, I would have been fine with him doing it, but he did it so badly. Jesus. I mean, I guess that's the joke, but
Mike Myers is so clocked out of this fucking movie.
yeah, I guess you
insane.
could
Well,
say
give me an
that.
analysis here, Rich. How can you tell that his vocal performance is being phoned in?
He sounds uninterested. Like, most of his jokes are kind of like just rattled off. Like, he just does not sound like he showed up with any care in his heart. It just sounds
You
like
think Chris Farley could have carried this film?
I believe that absolutely.
Oh shit! Wow, even with this material.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've never seen Chris Farley like fucking just checked out of something.
He checked out of Living pretty early.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Son of a-
I don't even know who that is.
He lived.
He was going to be the original Shrek, and then he died.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow, damn.
Oops.
I mean, he might have been more into it. Who could tell at this point?
In Shrek 5, will there be a scene when he says "no cap, dog, for real," or all the Zoomer language of the day?
Yes.
They are making a Shrek 5, right?
Yeah. I don't fucking
know.
get the.
I may have heard they're rebooting it, so it's a new Shrek. I
Oh,
don't know.
fuck
Are
that.
they rebooting?
Oh.
Are they rebooting?
Can
think
I just
heard that,
can I
don't
just fucking say I don't understand the sheesh, and they inject the vein thing. In
Should we
their
get
arm.
Heartsy in here?
I don't fucking get that shit. Like the fuck. Anyway, this
We
is
could get like a
side rant.
Zoomer boot camp episode where Heartsy explains his vernacular to us.
Oh, I would like that.
Since he's pussying out of the Five Nights at Freddy's podcast, we'll make him do this instead.
Oh no! Well, surely if we see the movie, he'll do that with us, right?
I said I'll only see the movie if you do a podcast explaining the lore to me and convince me that it's interesting. And I made fun of the whole concept too much, and he gave up.
Oh damn!
Yeah, he can't handle a little japes and jabs at his shitty fucking video game.
I mean, I guess everyone would just hate that video game when he does the podcast, so it'd be pretty bad for him.
Well, it's very possible that we would have an audience revolt in that case, because a lot of these fucking Zoomers love Five Nights at Freddy's so much.
They need to grow up.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone could even look at that game and think, oh yeah, I'll even install that.
I've never played it or watched a Let's Play, but from what I've been told, you can't even move around. You're just like in one place clicking buttons. How's that a game?
I kind
Exactly.
of feel like it's not a game actually.
Fuck.
But
Well, there you go.
Markiplier fucking made his bones on that fucking thing, right? When I watched the highest difficulty night thing, where he was just clicking on something, then clicking on a camera to stop the movement of the animatronic or whatever the fuck you call it, and then you click back to the monitor so you can click on another monitor to stop some other thing from moving at you. It's like
Moving
I
at
don't
the
know how it
camera?
yeah.
The
It's like
fuck?
there
Who
is-
cares?
No, it's just like I know there's like Fox thing where you have to look at him so he stops moving. And I'm not a player of fucking Five Nights at Freddy, but that's how the game works.
You have to watch
The
all of them so
game.
they don't come alive. That's pretty
Yeah.
good, I guess.
It's basically when I was a child and I went to my grandma's apartment and there was a channel where you could watch the security footage of the lobby to see who's coming in, and we would just watch that for entertainment because there was nothing else to do there. Like, we're just literally flipping through channels and spying on people. That's the game.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's, guys, go check it out. Movie of the year coming up.
No, but
The
I
monsters,
think
it makes sense.
if they're smart enough, they'll do something with it.
Well, Willy's Wonderland
guess
is
they
dog
definitely
shit, and I
did
bet it'll be better. What were you saying, Florian?
I like Willy's Wonderland.
Oh my fucking god. Jesus fuck.
I
That's
did not
worse than the
watch
Hobbit movie, dude.
I mean, yeah, it would be. Most
Well, at least we're on the same page with that one. There's a pointless body swap in the movie. Merlin accidentally makes Puss in Boots and Donkey switch bodies. I guess Shrek movies like to have some sort of body swap thing. Shrek 2, like they become beautiful versions of themselves, and it really actually adds to the story and the character arcs and stuff. In this one, it's completely superfluous, and yes, I finally got that word out without fucking it up.
It's really no, that's right. It's really just we have nothing for Eddie Murphy and Antonio Banderas to do in this movie, so we need to like write some jokes for them to have some banter. That's really all it is.
And it does not operate on any deeper level at all.
No.
Like it's so pointless. Even at the end, the swap is incomplete. Like they still have each other's tails, and I guess like that's also just a joke. Like you just assume it gets resolved later.
Yeah, the Merlin character is voiced by Eric Idle, one of the Monty Python group members. John Cleese was also in Monty Python. He dies.
He's the Frog King.
Yeah, he's the Frog King. So they're definitely going for something by filling the cast with former Monty Python groups, but it just doesn't, like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about Merlin. I don't give a shit about Arthur. None of the, like, conflict or any of the, like, things driving this movie make me care about it in any way.
Oh my god, Merlin and Arthur are so fucking lame. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bullied. Oh, now I'm king. Oh, actually, I don't want to be king for some reason. What? Who doesn't want to be king? How is this like the script? Oh, there's several people who don't want to be king. Yes, that is realistic. People always don't want to be king.
Yeah, meanwhile, Prince Charming has the drive and motivation to be king, and like he has enough people following him that he can take over the entire kingdom in about half an hour. Why not just let him be king? Like he clearly wants the job.
He's mad at it, so.
How do we know that? How do we know he'd be a bad king? What's his tax policy, Florian? You never asked. You're just mad he wants to kill Shrek.
Look, I'm sure that he will tax a lot and he will put it all into his stupid place and then everyone has to see it. I think he's definitely the worst possible king. Come on. Like, he's not even good at his own... Like, he doesn't even treat his minions well. He makes them play, like, the worst roles in his play as well. Jesus.
Hey, some kids had to play a tree in the school play, so he got actual talking trees. It all works.
Yeah, I guess that works.
At one point, Fiona has like a bunch of princess friends who just do the generic princess jokes, like, "Oh, I'm Sleeping Beauty. I'm gonna fall asleep. I have long hair. Blah, you know, all that shit." But there's, I guess, the transgender princess, and there's a lot of like transphobic humor in the film, like, "Oh, you're supposed to be a hot princess, but you look and sound like a man. I'm disgusted." And at one point, to distract some evil knights, the trans princess puts out her leg and they're like, "Oh, sexy leg," and then he steps out of the shadows and they are paralyzed with disgust, and that's how they get defeated, is that they're disgusted that they were attracted to a man.
Well,
Yeah,
It's some great stuff.
Really rough.
Yeah, that's probably like the funniest joke in the film, and I didn't even smile.
do you think that... do you
Wait, you
think they'll
didn't
get
smile?
past-
What's that, Weekend?
Do you think they'll get shit for it, like Tropic Thunder? Like, "Oh, how dare you make this
No, they
transversive
can't get
movie?"
they can't get shit for it because everyone already hates the movie. Like,
And much
Also,
like
this
Tropic
movie is,
Thunder,
like,
they were
2
in the
decades
right to
old.
do it.
This
Wow.
movie is
Yeah.
like 15 years old. Why would they get in trouble nowadays?
And nobody's gonna waste their time to rewatch Shrek 3 to even get offended.
Yeah.
yeah, just us.
I'm not
So-
offended. I mean, I said that was the best joke in the film, you know. I'm trying to offend you guys, really.
but you're saying it's a bad joke and it's the best one, and yet you're giving it a middling review. So how does that make sense?
Because it doesn't have to be laugh out loud funny to be mildly amusing to watch. And that's really my big takeaway, is that I would never watch this movie again, but I'm not disappointed that I spent 82 minutes of my life on it. Like, it's just, you know, my checklist. Okay, I finally saw Shrek 3. Time to move on with my life. You know, I didn't waste that time.
Yeah, I guess you're the only one because everyone else saw it.
No,
twice,
Weekend gave a
and
higher
they-
score than me.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I gave it a 0.5 higher. So
Speaking
Well,
of
I
which,
guess
we should
that's it,
announce, official announcement, Weekend Warrior now has a Letterboxd account, so go give him a follow. If we can't get him more followers than Florian, there is something wrong with this world.
no. No, Florian fans, you must follow me instead. It's the only way to keep him in check.
Honestly, why would you not follow Florian if you listen to the podcast? He does versions of this Kino podcast on Letterboxd, and you can get mad at that at any time.
Should we develop an AI voice of Florian, like put him through the filter thing, so that they can copy and paste his Letterboxd reviews, and it'll be like a bonus episode of the podcast?
I mean,
Yes,
you can
absolutely.
just watch my actual channel where I review movies.
Speaking of which, Erich, have you started the anti-reviews channel yet?
Working on that.
Okay, I'm really dying
now.
to watch and promote that channel.
Wow. Just stick it to me, yeah.
You know, I mean, is that not karmic justice, where you have a whole channel just watching other people's videos and talking over it? Wouldn't it be funny if Erich then did that to your reaction videos?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't happen because he definitely wouldn't put in the time, you know?
Oh, well, Weekend, should we tackle this
man.
project ourselves?
Why not? Why the fuck not?
Yeah, we've got nothing else
fucking
going
got
on.
me.
Why not make a channel that'll get 100 subs?
Yeah, I guess this is it. The feud will begin. We'll just go in circles forever.
You guys' work versus reward is way off.
We're all doing this podcast for free. Like, what are you talking about, Erich?
But I have fun. I have fun talking to you guys.
You wouldn't have
I
fun
don't have
reacting to
fun.
Florian's YouTube videos? Come on!
Not for long. But like for like 10 people to care about it, nah.
Well, we would skip the 40-minute diatribe videos and just stick to like his 6-minute whale review, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it
I
short.
wouldn't even say it to that one. That one was just fine, right?
I mean, I'm just doing what you do, is sit there filming myself watching somebody else's shit, fucking XQC or whatever these motherfuckers on Twitch are called.
Well, I mean, I'm doing it if I have something specific to say against, like, the content, you know?
You're not gonna do a live reaction from the other room for 10 minutes?
Yeah, imagine not.
Just film in your computer chair?
Yeah, I'll just live stream everything all the time from now on.
That should be. You should do that as at least a parody. Like, oh, I'm here to react to this. Oh, my corn pizza's here. Then you leave the room and like it just plays their whole video. That'd be a good one.
And then in conclusion, they're wrong about everything and they suck. Also, they hate women.
Well, just next time you want to review an Onion skit, just play the entire Onion skit while you're not in the room.
Hey, that thing still does better than when I upload a podcast, okay?
By what, like 10 views?
It got a good amount.
You're fucking splitting hairs at this point.
It's high quality content. I don't know how you can't see that.
Do we have any final thoughts on Shrek 3 the Third? Why is it called Shrek the Third? He's clearly Shrek the First. He's not the third in a lineage.
Because it's the turd. Because it's shit. Got him.
Maybe it's because he has 3 babies.
Is it that lazy that they're trying to go for a turd pun? Because I think when they kept saying Frog King over and over, I think it was supposed to sound like fucking, like how Farquaad sounds like fuckwad. But this is like the worst version of all those jokes.
Yeah, you're right. That was fucking awful. Damn it!
That was Frog King awful?
Yeah, I didn't even. I don't even remember that, but now I do. You're right. Yeah, it's even worse than I thought. Yeah, you guys are. I mean, I guess you two then are lucky that you've only seen it once. If you had to see it again, you would definitely give it a lower review. So I guess the movie gets
completely agree with
by.
that.
Just gets by only being seen once.
So I guess tune in next week. We're going to do a rewatch of Shrek 3 to get our real opinion.
No.
Hell yes.
No.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Now we need to rewatch it 3 times at least.
Can we do what they did for like the worst Blard idea in history, where they watch Paul Blart every week and we just review Shrek 3 every week for a year?
Hell yeah.
Okay, can we not do that, please?
No, look, we need to do it. People.
Hey,
need
there's
to know
no
how
rule.
bad it is.
Listen, there's no rule against putting the same movie back on the poll. So I'll put Shrek 4, Florian can put Shrek 3, and the people's choice will decide.
Oh no.
Jesus.
I guess I'm
This is
agreeing.
a
I'm
terrible
doing
idea.
it. We're going in circles, baby.
Even just
3 times
regretting
Shrek
joining the
3.
PCP.
I'm quitting the podcast if that's.
Actually, you're not allowed to quit the PCP. You have to be formally kicked off by the other members in a vote. And I vote to
Fucking
keep
kick me
Erich.
out.
I vote to keep him.
Fucking kick me.
We're gonna keep Erich. He hates it.
Well, Digibro's vote counts for 3 for some reason, so let's get him to vote. I'm sorry, Digi-sis. I don't want to misgender anybody.
I bet they have a real big opinion on this.
They never covered Shrek 3 on the original PCP.
Oh damn! Well, I guess that needs to happen.
I'll comb through all 5,000 episodes and see.
Yeah, use the search function.
Weekend, do you have any final thoughts to defend the film, since you and I are the highest on it?
I don't know if I'll defend it, but I'll say there are worse things to watch. It's not a glowing recommendation, but if you have like nothing better to do, just go to sleep. Just take a nap.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, if they have nothing better to do, do something else.
It's not
Watch
like
this fucking movie.
What if they don't have something?
like-
Then they should do something. What?
no, it's like it's not bad, but I'm not gonna go. You should watch it. Like it's just
I should hope not.
entertaining, but not a classic. Does that make sense, guys? It's like
It's certainly better than a lot of movies we've talked about on this show.
yeah.
I'll give it that. I'd watch this twice before I'd watch Hobbit Battle of Five Armies one time.
Wow.
Agreed.
Get fucked.
Betrayal.
That's how is that a betrayal? I've been very clear about my stance on Hobbit 3 from the very beginning. There's no backstab. I've been holding the knife in front of your face.
It's not fair that you've excluded me from putting the Hobbit 3 on this poll again, okay? And you keep bringing it up again. I want to put it on again, but I can't.
Okay. Well, that threat is now looming in everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Should we go to the new People's Choice poll and everybody put something on the poll? We already know I'm picking Shrek 4 just so we can complete this great
God,
series.
fucking damn it. Fuck you. Maybe the fourth one's better, though. Maybe
I've heard it is better.
I think there's a lot of time in between them, so I think what happened was they were like, okay, we'll only do this when we have a good idea now.
Have you not seen Shrek 4, E-Rich? I don't remember.
No, I haven't.
Oh, perfect.
I have not also.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
I'm gonna recommend the other.
I'm
gonna recommend the Puss in Boots movie, not the good one, the other one.
Oh, the bad one.
Hell yeah.
I watched that one already! Fuck!
Didn't Florian say
I mean,
the
it's great,
animation's
man.
better in that
There's a
one?
chance-
It's better for sure, yeah.
Fuck you.
Like the new one is just pretentious and stupid.
Wow.
It doesn't fit into the universe at all. Like the old one has like quality animation.
Florian, do you feel something in the back of your head right now?
No, are you trying to lick me?
Is it like a
No, I'm
laser
trying to, like-
pointer?
Are you?
I'm trying to force an aneurysm.
Oh, wow. Using your psychic powers through the internet?
No.
I don't think it's
you
working.
might be. I think you might be causing it on yourself.
I think something you said might have caused it in him. Okay, so we've got Shrek 4, the original Puss in Boots, which might be the next movie chronologically by release date. I'm not sure. When did that come out? Was that before Shrek 4?
After 4.
I don't know. E-Rich, what would you like to put on the poll?
I'm gonna put on a little movie called Baskin, which is a very fucked up horror movie. Trying to think what country it's from.
Never even heard of this.
Well, movies with no name recognition do really well in the poll.
Yeah.
Good. It's Turkish.
They
It's
love it.
Turkish.
So a Turkish film
Yep.
instead of a Serbian film? Do you want to elaborate at all, or are we just going to put Baskin on the poll and watch it get 5%?
Well, I'll watch it get 5%.
That's all? Really? Okay.
There's
Well,
fucking Baskin heads out there.
no elaboration at all about what we're in for.
Well, all right. I'm just gonna put Shrek 3 on.
No, come on. We're not doing the same shit again, Florian.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. Damn it! I had something for this. Something amazing. Something.
Shrek the Musical.
No way.
Hey, that was better than this movie. I like that.
I mean, well, I guess we could watch that horrible, like, YouTube project where everyone was animating.
Oh,
like,
Shrek
1 minute
Retold?
of Shrek. Yeah, that's the one.
The one character in Baskin looks like a worse version of King Cobra JFS.
Oh, wow. How could you get worse? What number's
Well,
below 0?
I'm gonna put the fucking picture in here so you'll be able to see.
Wow.
Cobra looks more healthy, or less healthy than that man. That man probably has his teeth.
Hey, he's kind of cute.
He's kind of cute.
Kind of cute.
I mean, that's not a person, is it? That's like a
It
goblin,
is.
right?
It is a person. It's a person. Yeah.
I mean, wait,
Well,
so-
Austrians have a certain standard of what counts as a person, E-Rich.
I mean, I don't know. I just thought they must have used CGI or something. Jeez.
Nope, that's the guy.
Well, surely there's makeup on that actor, Florian, for fuck's sake. I don't think he looks like that in real life.
Yeah, I would think not.
Okay.
Well, who knows?
Wait, so we've
That's what
got...
he looks like, guys.
Well, what movie are you picking, Florian?
Yeah, Shrek Retold. Why not?
For real? That's not even a movie.
Okay,
Shrek
fine.
Retold. What?
Wait! Is this not a mask? This dude really looks like that?
That's what that dude looks like.
What? Jesus fuck! No wonder he's in a horror movie. He's terrific.
The movie is worth
look-
watching just to look at him and be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I mean, he looks better in that light, I guess.
He's either 8 years old or 90.
Oh my god.
The fuck?
At least he doesn't have like the black drawing on his head.
Maybe Cobra is better. What the fuck is this thing? He's like a homunculus.
Yeah.
I hope he's not a fan of this podcast. I'm being a little hurtful.
Damn. All right, I'm putting Fight Club on the poll.
Okay.
See if
Get some
if
Kino
anyone
Corner in
likes
here.
that. Oh yeah, I guess so. We'll just get everyone in here.
Now, do you relate to Tyler Durden at all?
No. If anything, the other guy. What's the Edward Norton guy? Is that the actor or the?
That's his character name is Edward Norton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's him.
Wait,
That's
his
the guy.
character name.
Yeah, you haven't seen Fight Club, E-Rich? It's Edward Norton and Tyler Durden.
I didn't realize that Edward Norton was realizing that he was in the movie Fight Club in the.
The actor Mark Ruffalo plays Edward Norton in the movie.
Mark. I can't wait to see this version of Fight Club.
Wow, it really was all in his head the whole time.
Yeah.
Alright, do people want to see actual Kino or do they want to see Shrek again?
We fucking know what they're gonna.
We know.
Yeah, I
Come
wonder.
on.
Do we
what
know?
Cat
I think Baskin's gonna sweep 90% of the votes.
I mean, I think
If
there's
only.
a chance that people will vote for Fight Club. You know,
Yo, everyone, Google guy from Baskin, and then if you don't,
I'll
Google
have it in the podcast. Don't you worry, Rich.
that- Okay, good,
Wow.
good.
I'll have definitely this real life image of him and not even the movie still, because this is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we should talk about, or should we just go to plugs?
No, I'm put on the spot. Why did I say anything?
Plug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Florian did that. Florian, what the fuck?
That's his thinking sound. Weekend, what do you have going on over on your channel 3 weeks from now when this podcast comes out?
I don't know. Hopefully something. But I am cooking something. I don't want to say shit because sometimes when I say shit, I just get dismotivated. So I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna grind.
Wow.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Well, I have
Let him cook.
I have a potential
cook,
plug
yes.
for all of you. Florian and I are working on a super secret treehouse podcast called Florian Himsel the Game Show, and we need 2 contestants. Would the 2 of you like to volunteer as tribute?
Absolutely.
Weekend, how about you?
Hell yeah, sure.
Okay. So maybe sometime next week or week after, let's get back together, and instead of talking about Shrek 4, we can do our little game show that we're cooking.
All right.
E-Rich, what do you have to plug?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at TZARREVAN, and then on Blue Sky at Revan1138.
What about on X?
Furry porn. On X is where I'm. Yeah, sorry, Revan. TZARREVAN. On Blue Sky, it's apparently been taken over by furry porn because there's so many furries on Blue Sky, and they because that's so much of the content that's put on Blue Sky, that takes over the Explore tab on that site. So if you want to check out some furry porn, go to Blue Sky.
Yeah, that kind of happened to 4chan until they made their own containment board. I don't know if Blue Sky has that operation in place yet, or if they're just going to let them take over.
They're going to need it.
Well, I guess if that's what you guys are there for. I'm finally gonna make my Barbie video. You don't want to miss it. I've been crunching hard on working on games, so I haven't actually had time to make it. But hopefully, I'm gonna make that Barbie review very soon.
Now, Florian, you were not here for our Barbenheimer reviews. Do you have any brief thoughts on either of those films that you want to share outside of your video?
Well, I wrote my review on Letterboxd about Barbie, and I think Ken is mistreated very poorly, and they should feel bad for that. And with Oppenheimer, I thought it was interesting at first, but then the whole court stuff was really boring to me, and I don't know how everyone's so into it.
You're one of those, huh?
It's good that I didn't join that podcast, because no one will agree with me for some reason. I don't know. I guess we're just so into seeing court cases now.
Do you agree with me that society would look back on the bombs as a better thing if we dropped them on Nazi Germany instead of Japan? Because who's going to be like, no, we were too hard on the Nazis?
No, I think people actually... Yeah, I mean, maybe not, but then, people still complain about that stupid Dresden bombing. Jesus, it's nothing compared to the nukes. Get a grip.
Wasn't Dresden incredibly way more populated than
Hiroshima
or Nagasaki?
Oh, no, of course not. But also, they actually, firebombed Tokyo and killed, 100,000 people, so nobody even mentions that one anymore.
Did you like the scene when the general said
absolutely.
we should not bomb Innsbruck because me and my wife go there on vacation?
And I don't think that happened. I think that was Fukushima.
Not Innsbruck? That's where they were going in Mission Impossible on the train, right?
I know. It's Rome, that's not far. Oh, Venice, that's even closer. Innsbruck, to be continued. Damn it.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to actually go there in the next one. I think you're getting cucked.
No, I think they're going there. I mean, we got the...
He gets off the train!
Yeah, but I think the bad guy still wants to take the thing to Innsbruck, so I think it's happening at some point.
Oh, okay. Well, stay tuned. Florian might be in the background of Mission Impossible Part 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just hanging out at the cafe, petting his ball frog plushie.
It's so weird when you're watching a movie in English and then they just say Innsbruck. What? What?
They didn't add a bunch of extra ugly syllables to the word and you didn't really recognize it?
No, it was perfectly simple.
Innsbruck! That's how they say it over there?
Yeah.
Everybody's so angry over there all the time. Well, I think that's it for this Shrek Kino. So we'll see you next time for Shrek 4, or most likely Baskin. I've been Simian Jimmy.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.